Welcome back for the Mobile Gaming Fanatics. MyTyme here. This is Top Drives, and today, before we go into the daily challenge and get that third loyalty token and look at the track for that and getting that 20,000 cash, we are going to take a look at the Clear Track event. Now, just a little side note: the 911 GT1 qualifiers for me is pretty much a bust in terms of getting into the top 10. I should comfortably get 11 to 50, but unless I want to max out my WRX, which I don't particularly want to work on that Subaru anymore, I don't want to put another 9 ultra rares into it, I'm probably going to fall short. Now I can get into kind of around this rank as it currently stands, and then I get knocked down, so I would need to max out that and possibly even get another car, maybe a second Ford Focus RS 500, or even better, the Cadillac, but something like that would be needed in order to probably propel myself into the top 10 as a guaranteed. So we're just going to sit back with that ceramic pack, be happy, be content. And speaking of picking up another ceramic pack, it looks like the Clear Track event is going our way. Now, interestingly, it's 5 off-road US suited cars, okay? 270 RQ. But interestingly, in this track set, there is no dirt, no snow, no sand, no rain, no nothing. It is all dry asphalt tracks. So, as a result, your car, such as the Chevrolet Colorado ZR2, while it might look pretty good, is going to be fairly ineffective in this event. In fact, given the 270 RQ limit, is a little bit of limbo here. You want to see how low you can go, okay? You want to see how low you can go, and by that what I mean is you can go down to your rares, okay? And you will find, hopefully, as long as you've got some saved, a couple of cars which could help you a lot. Now, all surface cars like the Ford F100 here are going to come in handy because they're not going to be at a disadvantage in the snow, dirt, etc. Now, I'm not saying that the Ford 100 is a key car here, but it is certainly an RQ saver that you can look to put in. However, personally, I think the cars which are going to be of most interest to people are going to be the Chevrolet Captiva or the Buick Rendezvous, namely because the front wheel drive system on them doesn't actually impact them too much because it's all dry surface, and the fact that they have a standard 84-85 handling, and from a weight wise they're about 1650ish, here you go, 1646 and 1657. You know, there's not a lot of difference between these two cars. Bit more torque from the Captiva. Now, I went with the Captiva. That was my car that I decided first of all. There's nothing to stop you bringing in the Rendezvous instead. Now, on top of that, I then found the next kind of car to be, in my opinion, to look fairly useful was going to be the Acura RDX, because again you can get an 84 handling car, 5.20 to 60, 1699 weight, so not as heavy as, for example, the Denali here, which is going to be a chunk, or the Suburban, again another chunk. Two heavy cars. Maybe the Chevrolet Silverado again could come in if you wanted a cheaper RQ car, but for one RQ, a lot more weight, less 0 to 60, because we don't need the four-wheel drive capability, okay? It doesn't come into play. So my strategy was to save some RQ on a couple of the lower cars, then bring in the Trailblazer for the speed, okay? For the test bowl that comes up in the track set, the Trailblazer comes in there. I was umming and ahhing whether I should bring in a Dodge M80 because it is very light and it might help me on some of the twistier slalomy kind of tracks, but then I realized when I actually look for the rest of my cars, I could bring that in and then bring in the Yukon instead, but I might as well keep my Ford Edge Sport instead of the Yukon, and I'd pick the Sport over the Denali as well. And obviously the only other car I could bring in which would really, I'd say, help me too much is the Ford Edge ST, but I'd have to work on it. So yeah, this is the team that I'm going with, and as we come into the track sets, you will see straight away no rain, okay? Lots of people here, lots of Trailblazers coming in, lots of people using one of the Acura RDXs. Slalom, again, that's where the cars which are a bit lighter come into play. So you will see quite a lot of the Durangos in here. And we'll just play Peter first of all, just to give you an idea kind of how this hand fares. So I can go North Loop, toe for toe, and I can go Fast Circuit, toe for toe at the moment. Now, my Captiva is always going to be on a karting / slalomy kind of track set because it doesn't have the 0 to 60. And then I will take the twisty circuits and the fast circuits with my Ford Edge Sport, and that should be a victory. So Chevrolet Trailblazer is going to be very, very key in this event because everyone who's completed the campaign is going to have one, or potentially have one if they haven't got rid of it. So I do feel that it's going to be a car you're going to want to lose. Now we'll try and have a look at the top 3 people here as well, just to see what kind of teams they're using. So the guy at the top here, Tessa, again, same idea. They've gone with the Buick Rendezvous and they've actually done 323 on it. Okay, so I think the Buick will beat my Captiva. Now I don't have the terrain, so I can't use that. We would tie here. I would tie here. I could win. Think we win, and I think we lose. I think that's the out right here. Literally exactly the same hand here from Chris Spencer. And then Felipe Santos has got, yeah, I've done my Buick slightly different. My bad, I did it 2-3-3, I think, because I upgraded it a long time ago. So probably not the best way to do it. And almost an identical hand here. But we'll go for the guy at the top anyway. And yeah, you're gonna see a lot of people using similar hands. I'm probably extremely fortunate to have 2 of the Ford Edge Sports. Now you will see some people using the Durango, not this one, the like purpley one, the Epic, but it's 72 RQ or something like that. So it does mean going a bit weaker elsewhere, which is why I don't think. Plus, it's also a harder car to get. But it's why I don't think you see as many people using it. It might be worth just seeing how we do on this twisty circuit, to be honest with you. Okay, let's just see how the Captiva fares, and let's go. So this is a tie. It's going to be pretty congested at the top because we are using, I wouldn't say identical hands, but they, you know, they're not much different. As you can see here, the Acura, the better of the 2 options. Yes, it is 1 RQ point more, but for 1 RQ point, you're guaranteeing yourself a victory. Hopefully your Trailblazer is done 3-3-2 for this because, as I said, you're going to be using it mainly on the test bowl. Again, we're going to get a victory here with the Ford Edge Sport. And finally, we'll probably just about lose this year. Okay, so there's your answer. If you do have, I'd say take the Buick Rendezvous if you have leveled it up correctly. Now, I've probably also leveled up my my one incorrectly, my Captiva. Let's see. Had this for a while, I think. Oh no, 323. Okay, yeah, 823 days. You can see it's just one of those early cars you get and you're just working on your cars and it just sits in your garage. So the Rendezvous would be the preferable choice there, I would say. If I had mine maxed out the right way, then I'd say I would pretty much be guaranteed a top place. But you know what? We're actually going to see very quickly, just by skipping it. Pick someone which has one of those. Yep, okay, let's pick one of the guys at the top. Twisty circuit. Yeah, they're both on twisty. Okay, so we will take Gunter again, and we're just going to see if we can get this victory. So now I know that this would be a tie. I know we have got, oh, interesting. We should win the fast circuit and we should win the twisty circuit. We'll just see how the Buick does my 2-3-3 version because it's front wheel drive. It still loses. Yeah. Okay. No problems. I thought maybe I might have got lucky, and you know, my misbuilding of the car might have helped me. No such luck. Right, what we're going to come and do now, I'm going to very quickly open some ceramic packs. I've decided I was going to go with 2 5-times just to use a bit of gold because we're going to get another 100k from this loyalty thing. So let's speculate a bit, see if we can get anything from these packs. I'm not going to open all my golds worth here. I'm just going to go with 5 every few videos, just to keep topping up some of these cards to work on some of my ultra rares that are in the garage. Really feel I'm at that stage that I need to keep building on my garage and not just letting it kind of stagnate. So an E-Pace, I potentially build a second one. Useful-ish car, 320D, not had too much use for it yet. The Peugeot, I've got one, don't think I need another. The Mazda, probably 2 of those isn't the end of the world. I'm not going to be working on a 320 CDI. We've had a decent number of cars, to be fair, decent number of super rares for this. A Qashqai, don't need another. Honda, got one that I don't think I've even maxed out yet. And wow, Porsche 911 GT3. What kind of time? I mean, how ironic considering that the finals is the Porsche 911 GT1. Wow. Yeah, what a pack. What a 5-time ceramic pack. Great number of super rares and a legendary to finish. I can't ask for more. All that's left for me to do now is go into the challenge, hit the road to riches, show the loyalty one at the end, how to complete it to get your first 20k in cash, and wish you all the best of luck. See you all soon.